Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram Ram Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Ram
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Ram
Ram
Ram Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram
Ram
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Krishna
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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Ram
Hare Krishna,
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna, Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Hare Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna, 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 Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare 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 Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna, 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 Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Ram,
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare.
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Krishna.
Hare Ram
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna. Hare Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna.
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram. Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram. Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram. Krishna 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 Krishna.
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna. Hare Ram.
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram.
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna. Hare Hare.
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram.
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna.
Ram
Hare
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 Ram. Hare
Krishna
Ram.
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna.
Hare
Hare Ram. Hare
Ram
Ram.
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna.
Hare
Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna.
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare Ram
Krishna 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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare 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 Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram Hare
Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna Hare
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 Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram
Hare Ram
Hare 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 Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare Ram Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
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 Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
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 Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Ram
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram
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 Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram,
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
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 Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Ram Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Ram
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare Hare Ram
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya
Ram
Prabhu Nityananda Shri
Krishna
Advaita
Krishna Krishna
Gadadhar
Krishna
Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram Hare Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Ram Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Ram
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare, Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Krishna.
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Hare Ram
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare Ram
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Ram
Hare
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 Krishna 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 Krishna
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna.
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna.
Hare Ram Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare.
Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna.
Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram
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 Hare
Ram Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare.
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Ram Ram Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare 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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Krishna Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare 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 Ram
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare 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 Ram
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare 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 Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram Hare Krishna
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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram Ram Hare
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 Ram
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram
Ram
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Ram
Ram Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram.
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Krishna, Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna.
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Ram Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare 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 Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Ram
Ram
Ram Ram
Ram,
Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare. Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare. Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Ram
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna
Ram Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Ram
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna
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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare 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 Ram
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram, Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram,
Ram Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Ram,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare 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 Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare 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 Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram,
Nam
Hare
Nam
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram
Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
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 Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Nam
Ram
Nam
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram Hare Ram Hare
Harinam
Hare
Harinam Ram
Krishna
Ram Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Ram
Harinam Harinam Ram Ram Hari
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Harinam
Hare
Harinam
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram Hare
Harinam
Hare
Harinam
Krishna
Ram Ram Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Ram Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Ram Hare
Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya Prabhu
Krishna
Nityananda
Krishna
Shri
Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Bhagavad
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so let's see where we are.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so Prahlad has asked Nrsingadev that his father be excused for all the atrocities and torture that he inflicted upon Prahlad. So, in response to that, Nrsingadev is going to reply. So, we are at that verse 7, 10, 18. What does Nrsingadev say? He says, not only you, but so many generations have been delivered. So this is that verse. Because you are born in the family of, you are a pure devotee, so many generations have been delivered. So, read that. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Trisaptabhi Pita Putah Pitribhi Sahate Nagha Yat Sadhu Sya Kule Jato Bhavan Vai Kulapavanaha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, my dear Prahlad, O most pure, O great saintly person, your father has been purified, along with 21 forefathers in your family. Because you were born in this family, the entire dynasty has been purified. The word Tri Saptabhi, 3 times 7, means 7 multiplied by 3. Okay. In one's family, one can count back 4 or 5 generations to one's great grandfather or even one's great grandfather's father. But since the Lord mentions 21 forefathers, this indicates that the benediction expands to other families also. Before the present family in which one has taken birth, one must have been born in other families. Thus, when a Vaishnava takes birth in family, by the grace of the Lord, he purifies not only that family, but also the families of his previous births. So, two ways this is described, like my father's 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 father, like that, 21 generations. And before this life, I was in another family. Before that life, I was in some other family. So I've been through so many families. So those families are also benefited because they may have contributed to my spiritual growth. And yeah, so because karma is related, whenever you take birth in a certain family, when a jiva takes birth in a certain family, it's a collective karma. Like now, this air crash, right? So it was the collective karma of all the people to die at one time in the crash. So all of them, their death was like almost simultaneous. There may be seconds apart, and one person survived. So there is a collective karma when you are in certain family. You have some karma with those living entities, which is temporary, but you have at that time you have certain karma. So you, as Chitraketu Maharaj's son Harshashok, when he was brought back to life by Narad Muni after he died, then he said, yes, according to my karma, I'm transmigrating in so many families. Sometimes I'm in the family of vegetables, sometimes I'm in animal species, sometimes I'm in bird species, sometimes in human species. And I've gone through so many families. So in which family were this my mother and father? Like that he said. He was dead and then he was revived. And then he said, oh, this father and mother, but which life? These are my mother and father, because I've been in so many lifetimes. So similarly here the jiva has been in so many, we have been in so many bodies and so many families. And so, but they are also purified. So that is one thing. The Yeah, so they are purified means they are not liberated immediately, but they will get opportunity to make spiritual advancement, because ultimately it is not automatically done, because every jiva has his own free will and they have to surrender to Krishna. I cannot surrender to Krishna. Nobody can surrender to Krishna for myself, right? I have to do it myself. Every jiva has his own free choice and free will, but they may get a very good opportunity, and maybe Krishna can influence them in certain way also, but ultimately they have also to make their own, although it seems like that they are also going to be delivered here, but it's also their own volition, their own free will, by which we go back to the spiritual world by our own free will. Means exercising our own free will to surrender to Krishna, so that Krishna doesn't interfere with. Generally speaking, we say like that, Krishna does not interfere. So that is one thing. The second thing is that there are many instances in the Shastra where relatives of devotees have benefited, and we can cite some examples who are not devotees but who got benefited. Who are those? Like,
There was
let,
Amoga, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's son-in-law, I think. He
Sarvabhauma
was,
Bhatta. Yeah, this is Chaitanya Charitamrita. Yeah, so those who don't know, yeah, there was one great devotee. His son-in-law was not a very. Uh, he was always
he was
criticized.
actually criticizing, yes, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that I think you are eating too much or something, like you are sannyasi, you should not do that and whatever. He got cholera because of his aparadh towards Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but because he was related to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu revived him. He was at the verge of dying, and he made him purified, right? He touched him and purified his heart, so he became a devotee afterwards.
Yes. So, that's one. The second is in Krishna Lila.
Kaliya's, Kaliya's wives were devotees. And when Krishna was dancing on the hoods of Kaliya and Kaliya was throwing blood and he was about to die, the wives came and prayed for their husband that please forgive him. That that's his nature. But yeah, so Krishna heard their prayers, the wives' prayers.
And Kalia also had a change of heart, kind of
Mm,
some little transformation, and their wives noticed that yes, Kalia is also now becoming more submissive and surrendered. So they prayed, and Krishna, the only demon that Krishna did not kill, or you can say, yeah, is Kalia, right? I mean,
mm,
others all were killed by Krishna. So,
mm. Even Bali Maharaj got mercy of Krishna because he was related to Prahlad Maharaj.
yeah, Bali Maharaj is the upcoming descendant of Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad's son is Virochan, and Virochan's son is Bali. So,
So they said 21 generations means past 7 generations, current 7 generations, and forthcoming, those which are about to come. 7 generations. So it's
it
20.
doesn't say anything, yeah, here in the purport, but you are saying seven generations previous, seven
Heard
upcoming.
lectures.
Yeah.
Because not just the past, but those that are about to come in our family, they
So
get purified.
21 past, because here it talks about past of his previous births. So that maybe his future also 21, maybe. I, yeah, here it talks about, but by the grace of God, not only, but also the families of his previous births and 21 forefathers. Forefathers is generally like your past, not generally. That's what meaning the forefather is. So, according to the verse, it says past 21. So,
Like,
anyhow,
like
whatever it is.
anybody who's associated with the pure devotee, not just their own family, right? Anybody who comes in touch with the pure devotee or hears his, he gets purified. Lava matra sadhu sangha sarvasiddhi hoy.
If they take advantage of the pure devotees association, then yeah. But here, because they are related, it is more about bodily relationship. That is why they get the benefit. Like Hiranyakashipu was not like a devotee, but still because of the bodily relationship. And then
But
others who come in contact with the pure devotee, because they may accept the teachings or they may surrender to the pure devotee, they may also get benefited. Or otherwise also maybe they get some benefit, they are coming in contact, but yeah.
yeah, like we are saying, I mean, Hiranyakashipu was killed by the Lord. So, as all the demons were killed by the Lord, they're getting Sayujya Mukti.
Correct. And he's Jai from the spiritual world, so he's going back to his, of course,
He's
this is
taking
a
Ravan and so he's taking birth as Ravan and Shishupal, right? Next birth.
next. That was the plan to further Lord's Leela. They came just to participate in the Lord's Leela. If there was no Hiranyakashipu, we would not have known the glories of Prahlad. So, because Narsinghadev would not have come and all these things. And so, yeah, so
Yeah.
they facilitated.
I think the consciousness behind this verse is that if you help somebody, like your family member, to become a devotee, then you will get benefited because there are some people who stop their children to become devotees or um, puts hindrance obstacles in their path, like maybe if the husband is not a devotee and he's stopping his wife to do devotion. I mean, we have seen, yeah, so many places the wife becomes a devotee, automatically the husband gets benefited. So in that in that regards, the the point of this verse is that you should help your family members to become devotees. That will ultimately help you.
Yes. And Krishna says, right, if you help others become devotees, then you'll pure devotional service is guaranteed for you, and you will go back home, back to God.
Right.
So that's also uh, what is that verse? Ya idam paravam guhyam, ya idam paravam guhyam, mad bhakteshva vitashyati, bhakti mayim param kritva, mam eveshyasi sanchaya. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if we help others chant Hare Krishna and start the, even if they don't become pure devotees, if we help them start their journey and like that, then still we give spiritual benefit to others, then we also get the credit.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes the parents think that, like, okay, let my children become devotees. I don't have to do anything, and because they become devotees, I will get benefited. Because we see that many people that come to our book table, they say, okay, I want children's books. No books for me. I don't have time to read. So, I mean, they might think like that. Okay, then children may become devotees and that will help us. But as you said, everybody has to fly their own plane. And children, they just not look, no, they look at what the parents are doing, right?
Yeah.
And that leaves an impression on them. If the parents are devotees, they're doing their sadhana, they're chanting arti to the deities and offering food to the deities. And then children are seeing, and that leaves an impression on them that will make them uh, move
Yeah,
towards
like
Krishna.
Prabhupada said, my father was always worshipping Radha Krishna like that, and he was always inviting sadhus, and always he grew up seeing that. So, and he said, yeah, he was doing his cloth business, but that was his side occupation. The main business was to, whenever he would get up, he would see his father doing something like devotional activity. So, yeah, the children learn from the parents. Um, yeah. So, anything else from this we can think?
And then service to the devotee, like, if even if somebody is not a devotee, but they're serving a family member who's a devotee, then Krishna is much more pleased with that. And we have the example of Tukaram and his wife, right? Tukaram's wife was always, Tukaram was dedicated to Krishna. He would not even work, and he was uh, always worshipping Vitthal, right? But his wife would say curse words to Vitthal that, okay, my husband is not doing anything for the family and is always worshipping you, and you are like this. She would say curse words.
Hmm.
So Tukaram would go to a mountain and go in samadhi there chanting the name of Vitthal. Then she would cook for him and would go up the mountain, and one thorn bit her feet one day and she was in pain, and Lord Vitthal came himself to remove that thorn and give darshan to his wife because she was serving her husband. Very was very dedicated wife, even though she was not a devotee. Uh, Also in the case of who's that uh, Krishna gave darshan to the wife first. Think that one who crossed the Bhagavad Gita. Hmm. Arjuna Acharya is there, but another one where he said that Krishna is touching the feet of Radharani.
Jayadev Goswami.
Jayadev Goswami. So Krishna gave darshan first to his wife,
Hmm.
right? And ate also food cooked by her. Then Jayadev Goswami. Because the servant of a devotee, Krishna favors them first.
Yeah, Prabhupada says there is a Krishna says, those who are my devotees, they are not my devotees. Those who are devotees of my devotees, they are my devotees. So that's a verse in the Adi Puran. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like that, he said that Gopi Bhartu Padakamalaya or Dasa Dasa Das. So one who serves the devotees. The service of a devotee is more valuable than the service of the Supreme Lord. Prabhupada writes like that also. Very purports. So, yeah, so Vaishnava Seva. Because if you love me, if you want to please a big person, you cannot please him directly. But if you please his son, then the big person will be pleased. If you give a candy or some toy and please some, love me, love my dog, they say like that. So all the pure devotees are Krishna's dog, Krishna's dogs. So if we serve the dog of Krishna, like here people are very much affectionate to their dogs. So when sometimes you are walking and you meet somebody and they have a dog and you say, oh, your dog is very nice, and like you pat the dog, and then the owner becomes very pleased, right? He has a favorable disposition towards you. So that is the, like sometimes they say, if a parents can tolerate some injury to themselves, but to their children, if somebody does something bad to their children, they become very angry. Like we have, even in animals, we have this lioness will like go to any extent to protect her cubs. Right? She will fight, and this every species of life, not in lion, elephants also. So they will, especially the mothers, right, in those species, they are very, very. So Krishna is also very, very inclined to his devotees. So if we do harm to the devotees, then Krishna doesn't like it. And if we please the devotees, then Krishna likes it very much. So this is the, yeah. Devotee on his part doesn't expect to be like served, right? He doesn't think that I am a devotee, then everybody should serve me and like that. I mean, we are talking about pure devotees, but everybody is devotee. It may not be completely pure, but um, everybody is trying, so we can serve the devotees. And we don't know really who is a pure devotee, who is not a pure devotee. So we should serve the devotees basically. That's the idea, what you are saying. Okay. Anything else? Okay. So Prahlad did not have 21 forefathers, because Prahlad's father was Hiranyakashipu. Who was Hiranyakashipu's father? Kashyap.
Oh, the Kashyap, huh?
And Kashyap was one of the seven sages, and whose father was Brahma.
Mm.
And then comes Vishnu, Garbhodakshay Vishnu. So he did not have really 21 forefathers. If you consider his father like that.
And another thing comes, right, when Dhenukasur was there, and he was not killed by Krishna because he's coming down in the disciplic succession of Prahlad Maharaj, but he was killed by Balramji. So
Dhenukasur in his past life was Utkach, I think, right? Utkach or no, some demon, I don't know. Who was coming in the or maybe Virochan or something,
Hmm.
who was a descendant of
Sahasika. Sahasika. He was the son of Bali Maharaj.
Sahasika. Okay. He was son of Bali Maharaj. So Narsingadev promises, I think, that he will not kill. But of course, Balram is also,
Mm.
non-different from Krishna in one sense. So, okay. So Balramji killed Dhenukasur because Narsingadev promised liberation, so he didn't kill, but Balram killed. But Balram killing is also liberation. Okay, so the next verse, yeah. Yatra yatra च मद्भक्ताः प्रशान्तः समदर्शिनः साधवः समुदाचारस् te puyante pi kikataha. So Prabhupada's family did not cooperate, right? His wife was not cooperating. And so he gave up his family. And then the nail, that final, say the nail in the coffin, what is it called, right? The last, the that broke the camel's back, they say like that. That's the last thing that she did, Prabhupada's wife, was to sell his Bhagavatam manuscript, right, for getting money to get tea. So that was like the ultimate insult to Prabhupada.
Prabhupada asked her, tea or me? And she said, tea. Between tea and me, who do you choose? And she says, tea.
And she was drinking tea for so many years, but I think what may have just. And
And
Prabhupada did.
he would have programs at his home, and she wouldn't even come out, and she would stay in the room with her children. Like she wouldn't participate in the programs in Bread and Leelamrit.
That also would not have triggered Prabhupada to leave, but he
Yeah.
was not happy. But the final thing, I
He
think, yeah,
also he was writing Bhagavad Gita translation commentary, and
did it.
they hid it after like years of hard work that he did. He couldn't find his manuscript.
And did she sell it for paper to get money? She sold it.
Maybe because she may not know what it is, right? So he searched the whole house. He couldn't find it. When he got the publisher, like person who was ready to pay money to publish it, at that point, like he couldn't find his manuscript that he was writing for some years.
Yeah. So then Prabhupada decided, yeah, this is too much. Yeah. So in the Lilamrita, maybe it's mentioned that it says, I don't know if it's in Lilamrita, but it says, such were the memories of Prabhupada's spiritual master ahead of him. Prabhupada's wife sold his Bhagavad Granth not with the intention that people will read it, but she bought biscuits to have with tea. When Prabhupada came to know of her action, she was very upset. So tea is also such an addiction, right? Sometimes people say, why we are saying don't take tea? But tea can also become an addiction. And like you get headache if you don't drink tea. So so you have to somehow, it's like a mini drug, right? So somebody may not. So let's see what Prabhupada is saying here. As I perched by his side on his bed. So Hari Sori is one disciple of Prabhupada who was serving Srila Prabhupada and like helping him, like service. Yeah, as I perched by his side, so he was sitting by his side on his bed during his evening massage. Prabhupada told me how he left home. He told me that despite the fact we criticize everyone without exception, we are still expanding and going forward. So Prabhupada says, even though I am criticizing, but still the movement is expanding. He laughed. I was even criticizing my own family. Prabhupada is saying, even though I'm criticizing, the movement is expanding, and I was criticizing my own family. I asked if he used to instruct them, and he said that because they were used to thinking of him merely as husband or father, they were unable to take his instructions seriously. So they were not seeing him as a devotee or something like that. They were just saying, "Oh, he's a family member." So sometimes familiarity is there, then you don't take the instruction seriously. Like some devotee may tell us something to do, but we may not take it seriously. But when the same instruction comes from somebody outside the family, some other devotee, that's why sometimes to preach to your family is difficult, because you may speak the same philosophy as when you bring other devotees, but your family is more inclined to hear from other devotees than you know your own. Although they may be speaking the same message, but they think, oh, this is my child. This child grew up on my lap, and I was the one, and now this my child is instructing me. I already know what I. My child is inferior to me because I have raised this child. I have only given the knowledge to this child, and now the child is telling me something like that. Some may come. I'm not saying always, but I had good fortune that my parents listened. But not every. So then you have to bring devotees from outside to preach, because then they think, oh, they are like sadhus because they are living in the temple, and when they are saying, then they will hear. In Hindi, we say what? Ghar ki murgi.
दाल बराबर.
Yeah, of course, we don't eat murgi or anything like that. I don't. But yeah, so something not we don't take seriously because it is coming from somebody we know, and we know them, maybe we know their faults and so many things, so we don't take it seriously. But if it comes from somebody outside who we have never met, and like we don't know really their thing, but somehow we may take it seriously. So familiarity breeds contempt also. I asked if he used to instruct them, and he said that because they were used to thinking of him merely as husband or father, they were unable to take his instruction seriously. But good instruction should be taken from anywhere, whether it comes from family member, from outside, from anywhere. Like Chanakya Pandit says, gold can be taken even from a filthy place, even if the place is
Mhm.
dirty. But if it is gold, it's gold, right? You take it.
Yeah. Even if it comes from a non-devotee,
Yeah,
they might be saying correct things.
like Bilva Mangal Thakur took instruction
Mhm.
from
Sure.
Chintamani. Yeah. So if it is valuable instruction, then you take it. Of course, sometimes we think, oh, this person is saying, but what does he know? Like he is giving advice, but like so that is also he is only himself not following. Like I tell you, you should chant 16 rounds every day. And then you may think, but well, he is not chanting 16 rounds. How can he tell me to chant 16 rounds? So we have a tendency to think like that. That's one thing. But the instruction is valuable, right? Whether it comes from somebody who is not chanting, uh, still he's giving a good instruction, so we should take it. I mean, that's the ideal way. But generally, our psychology is like that. Who is he to give me advice? He doesn't do it himself. Who is he to tell me? So that's there. So, so he said that they were not able to take him seriously because they just thought him as a father or as a husband. You know my story, T or me? He asked. No, Srila Prabhupada, I said, intrigued and eager to hear. So Hariswari is like a personal servant of Srila Prabhupada. So he's recollecting he was maintaining a diary. Every day he would write whatever exchanges happened between him and Prabhupada and all the situations and how Prabhupada dealt with different situations. So he gave a chuckle. So Prabhupada smiling. My wife, she was fond of drinking tea. So one day I told her, either you give up your tea drinking or you give up your husband. Oh, then I'll give up my husband. Of course, she thought I was joking. She never thought that he would leave. He went on. But a few days later, I left the house without telling anyone. Left. And of course, yeah. I borrowed 10 rupees from a friend and bought a train ticket, and I never returned. Where did you go? Somewhere, anywhere, he laughed. He never saw his wife again. In 1959, he took sannyas and began to write his books. And in 1965, after the third volume of the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam had been published, he left for America. His second son later told him, "What when we learned you had taken sannyas, it was like a thunderbolt to us." Okay. Prabhupada was so like he just left.
See, his own family members were not that much purified by his, but those who were not family members, those who took his instructions, followed his path, they became purified.
Yeah, Prabhupada tells about a bug, right? Bug is also sitting on me. He's in my proximity, but that doesn't mean it's getting some advantage from me. He said like that. So here it is. He said, just like I have given example many times, I am sitting here and the bug is also sitting here. That does not mean we are very confidential. No, bug is different vision and my business different. And bug's business is biting. That kind of association will not help. Association means to develop love for the person. That is association. So then you will take the instruction seriously, like that. So association doesn't mean physical proximity only. As Krishna also told the gopis, right? Love for me is not developed by physical association. But
Physical proximity. Mhm. Krishna's own family members, they I think became familiar with Krishna, and they developed pride of being, family members of Krishna, and they fought with each other. That's one of the last lessons Krishna is giving in his Leela.
yeah,
Of course, they were demigods, but Krishna is teaching us that, I mean, we shouldn't think, oh, I have this great person in my family, only, and then, you know, you're not taking instructions from that person. You're just proud.
yeah. Generally, intimacy means it's not. Don't take him as your teacher or anything. Yeah. Okay. But there are many who became devotees because of one family member becoming a devotee. Then so many others also in their family became devotees. So yeah, many such instances. Anyway, so in the next verse we'll read Yatra yatra cha madbhaktaha prashantaha samadarshina sadava samudacharas. I think we read there. Whenever and wherever there are peaceful, equipoised devotees who are well behaved and decorated with all good qualities, that place and the dynasties there, even if condemned, are purified. So, whenever pure personalities are there with all the good qualities, then that place becomes very pure. So, in the sense that because that by association with that pure devotee, then others will also develop those good qualities and they will also become devotees of Krishna. So, so he's actually glorifying Prahlad that even though you are born in a demoniac family with all those who are very atheistic around you, but because you are everybody else is purified like that. 21 generations are purified. Like wherever exalted devotees stay, not only they and their dynasties, but the entire country is purified. So pure devotees can deliver the whole world. They are very empowered and very powerful. Like one Prabhupada also in his humility said, I am one person and I'm spreading this Krishna consciousness. If all the people, and especially those who are born in India, if they take up this Krishna consciousness and spread, then how many people will get benefit? But of
If
course,
he also says we need one moon, right? One moon can deliver so many. Or we can take over the whole world. I think that is also there. Some
yeah. But of course, he was a pure devotee, so that's why he's the moon. And yeah, so Prabhupada did so much. But if everybody does, then the world will become like. Of course, he was empowered. He was predicted to spread Krishna consciousness. So there is a book by Bhakti Vikas Maharaj, Message to the Youth of India. We may be not any youth, but he is where he's telling that how one should take this missionary work of spreading Krishna consciousness. He's appealing to all the young members.
Prabhupada also said if one person becomes a pure devotee by my books, I will consider my mission successful. Means if we are able to touch even one person's life and transform it and make him into a devotee, right? That means a lot for Krishna because every single person counts. Krishna is crying for every person.
Yeah, every jiva counts for Krishna. And sometimes they say, so every year you should make two devotees, and those two devotees should make other two devotees. Then it will multiply, like right. Then something like that. Somebody was saying. So then, if
Mhm.
it multiplies, then those two will make they will make two. Then the second person will make two. Then those will make. Then like that, it keeps increasing. And
Mm. Bhaktisiddhanta says it takes gallons of blood to make one person into a devotee.
yeah, because everybody, like, I mean, we are not ready to accept like we are also uh, reading every day. We are trying to accept. To accept everything at heart completely and surrender to Krishna is not so easy. So, but at least the basics we can accept. The chanting of the holy name, reading Srimad Bhagavatam, associating with devotees. So, and then slowly it will increase. So, and it's difficult to accept because there are so many philosophies propagating, right? So many people are saying so many things. And it is generally difficult to believe that God is a person. That God is a person, right? And this blue cowherd boy is God. Generally difficult to accept. And in India, there are so many gods and so many different things going on. So it confuses. So that is why to accept directly Bhagavad Gita is not so like easy because we have our own conceptions also. We have our own conceptions about so many things. But we all come with our baggage. But we should chant Hare Krishna and read Prabhupada's books. Then slowly and gradually we'll become convinced. That's what we are also trying to become convinced more and more. Every time we read some purport and like that. And at the end, you have to just accept some philosophy, right? Because the thing is, we are going to die. That's for sure. That's a given that nobody can deny. Even atheists cannot deny that we are going to die. Everybody is going to die. So then what is after this life? What is the truth of life? So at least accept something. Right? This can't be the truth. This ever changing situation can't be the truth. What is the truth of life? And of course, we all can easily accept that I am spirit soul. I'm not. I will live beyond this body. Right? This belief is very common. Right? It is easy to accept that I will live beyond this body. And for people born in India, that's very easy to accept. Right? I am not this body. We are the soul. So that where are we going after this life? What is this whole thing about? Why am I here? So we accept Bhagavad Gita or even if you accept some other philosophy, but one has to find some truth in life. It can't be this changing thing. Can't be the truth. Right? So, but of course, the right philosophy is Bhagavad Gita. And they say if you have learned the wrong philosophy, then it's difficult to teach you the right philosophy because now your brain is filled with all the wrong ideas. So now to teach you the right thing, it will take a lot of effort. If I've learned what they say music in the wrong way, then to teach me the correct way will take double effort because I have all wrong ideas in my brain. So first you have to clear. If I want to write on a slate, then first I have to rub whatever is there on the blackboard or the whiteboard. You can't write over it, right? You have to write it, you have to wipe it clean first, and then you can write on it. So we have our conceptions. We come with so many conceptions, which we gather from so many different people and also from many, many lifetimes. We have had so many conceptions. So it's very difficult to accept. And another difficulty is that this philosophy is telling us to stop sense gratification or stops or do sense gratification in another way, like chanting Hare Krishna and like that. So we are accustomed to doing our way of enjoyment in a certain way. Now we are being told that not this way, this way. So it's very difficult to change also. Yeah, because sense gratification appears to be very attractive. It's like a snake with a jewel on its head. It, you get tempted to get the jewel, but what happens? The snake bites.
No, it's like sweet poison.
Like sweet poison.
It's like tasty, but it's poison.
Yeah, like that something. Or like the
Mm.
moth. Moth is attracted to the
Fire.
blazing fire. It's so attractive for the moth that it goes inside the fire and burns. So this is the
Amok,
way. Huh?
Amok Leela Prabhu says that it's like, flowers are covering a hollow well,
Hmm.
right? It's like फूलों का बिस्तर और उसके नीचे इट्स वेल. सो फूलों का बिस्तर देखते हैं कोई तो कूद के जाते हैं उस पे. बस जब फ्लावर्स को टच होता है इट फील्स वेरी नाइस बट देन आफ्टरवर्ड इट्स लाइक डाउनहिल. यू फॉलिंग डाउन इन द वेल.
That's the verse. He sansparshaja bhoga dukkha yona yavate. Adyantavanta tu kantya natishramate buddha. Krishna says like that. And Prabhupada writes that there may be some feeling of happiness in all this kind of, but that feeling of happiness is going to keep you in the cycle of birth and death. So it's your greatest enemy because you will not understand the goal of life and you will go from one body to the next. And when once you get a body, you have to take birth, then you have to die, then you have to get disease, you have to get old, then you have to again struggle. So, so that's all going on constantly. So that's why we are meant to like take us become aloof from all these things and become sober and become thoughtful and think. Sometimes just to be in solitude and think about all these things. Like you have to detach yourself. Like Keshav Maharaj was saying that if you want to send an arrow forward, first you have to pull it back. You may say the arrow is supposed to go forward, but why the arrow is being pulled back? It's because when you pull yourself back out of these ideas of all the materialistic civilization is giving, then you can think about your real welfare. When you pull back your consciousness, and then you are in like peace and you're thinking deeply. But because with the grind of materialistic life, the whole grind of, we are so absorbed in it that we don't have time to think about, like as Shankaracharya says, where is the time to think about the Brahman? Yeah.
बालस्तावत् क्रीडाशक्त तरुणीस्तावत् तरुणीरत वृद्धा तावत् चिन्तामग्न परमे ब्रह्मणि कोपलग्न.
So where is the time to think about all this? So our whole life goes so many. Sometimes we have not even read the Bhagavad Gita. A whole life goes by with 70, 80 years, and we could not read a book. We could not even read the 700 verses of Bhagavad Gita. We didn't get time, or maybe the interest was not there. So we should think like that. At least once before I die, I should read Bhagavad Gita. And reading becomes easier in the association of devotees. So when we discuss and alone may be difficult. But like some subjects I did not like in school, I would not study them till the very fag end before the exam. So then at that time I would think that I had so much time, I could have read this before, but because I didn't like that subject, then I would not read it. I would keep postponing. I would read only those things that I like, those subjects like physics, math, and other subjects. so, so like that. So you don't like it, but to develop interest, again we have to be in the association of those who have interest in that. Then somehow because this interest we need to develop. Otherwise, it's not that all interests are same. No, interest in understanding who we are, spiritual subject matter, is going to give us better destination. Whereas interest in video game or this thing is not going to solve the problems of life. So it's not that all interests are equal. So that is why self-realization, interest in self-realization, interest in understanding who we are, that is very important. Then interest in how, you know, how let's say a refrigerator works, let's say. Prabhupada would say there's Atma Gyan, this knowledge about the self and who we are is more important than other forms of knowledge. He was talking, Prabhupada was talking to Dr. Benford in Berkeley. And Prabhupada, he was a PhD. And Prabhupada says, yes, you can do PhD and you can write volumes of books on how things work in this world. But if you don't have the knowledge about the self, then what is the point? You miss the point. Like, let me read here. This is Dr. Benford. So, yeah, this is a very interesting conversation. So, he's talking about how, uh, you know, how, let's say, a refrigerator works. Let's say, Prabhupada was talking to Dr. Benford in Berkeley. And Prabhupada says, yes, you can do PhD and you can write volumes of books on how things work in this world. But if you don't have the knowledge about the self, then what is the point? You miss the point. Like, let me read here.
The animals, they are simply concerned with eating, sleeping, mating, and defending, are the background. If you have no knowledge beyond this body, you cannot go beyond this bodily jurisdiction. You may have very gorgeous, polished body knowledge, but your whole range of activities is within these four principles of eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. This knowledge is prevalent among the lower animals. They also know how to eat, how to sleep, how to have sexual intercourse, and how to defend. And Dr. Benford is saying, but they don't know anything about nuclear physics. Yes. Srila Prabhupada, that does not mean that you're improved over the animals. It's the same thing, only polished. You're improving the bullock cart to the car. That's all. Simply a transformation of material knowledge. Then Dr. Benford is saying there is knowledge about the structure of the physical world. Srila Prabhupada. But it is a waste of energy because in your activities you cannot go beyond this bodily jurisdiction of eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. Of course, we are not decrying scientific advancement or anything, but the dog may sleep on the ground and you may sleep in a very nice apartment, but when you sleep, your enjoyment and dog's enjoyment are the same. You may have so many electrical appliances and other material conveniences, but when you sleep, you forget everything. Therefore, this gorgeous sleeping accommodation is simply a waste of time. Anyway, so Dr. Benford is saying, you seem to place emphasis on what knowledge does for you. What about the sheer joy of discovering how nature works? So scientists like to know, like they are very excited about how. For example, now we think we understand matter like this, pointing to the grass. We think we know from experiments, theory, and analysis that it is made of particles that we cannot see, and we can analyze the properties of it through experiment. We know that it is made up of molecules. We understand some of the forces that hold it together. And this is the first time we knew this. We didn't know it before. Also, now we know the chemical composition of the grass. And Srila Prabhupada is saying, but what is the benefit? Even if you knew every particle of this grass, what would be the benefit? The grass is growing, it will grow with or without your knowledge. You may know it or not know it, but it will not make any difference. Anything you may like, you may study from a material analytical point of view. Any nonsense thing you take, you can study and compile a voluminous book, but what will be the use of it? Then Dr. Benford is saying, I seem to view the world as some of its component parts. Then this is Srila Prabhupada. Suppose I take this grass. I can write volumes of books. When it came into existence, when it died, what the fibers are, what the molecules are. In so many ways I can describe this insignificant foliage. But what is the use of it? Then Dr. Benford is saying, if it has no use, why did God put it here? Isn't it worthwhile studying? And Srila Prabhupada says, our point is that you would rather study the insignificant grass than the God who has created everything. If you could understand him, then automatically you would understand the grass. But you want to separate his grass from him, to study it separately. In this way, you can compile volumes and volumes on the subject. But why waste your intelligence in that way? The branch of a tree is as beautiful as long as it is attached to the main trunk. But as soon as you cut it off, it will dry up. Therefore, what is the use of studying the dried up branch? It's a waste of intelligence. But why is it a waste? Certainly, it is a waste because the result is not useful. So, somebody may say, well, we got so many comforts of life. How is it not useful? Well, what is useful? It is useful to know yourself, what you are. Why is knowledge of myself better than knowledge of a plant? He's saying, why knowing myself is better than knowing a plant? Srila Prabhupada is saying, if you understand what you are, then you understand other things. That is called Atma Tattva, Atma Gyan, self-knowledge. That is important. I am spirit soul and I am passing through so many species of life. But what is my position? I don't wish to die because I am afraid to change bodies. Therefore, I am afraid of death. The question should be raised first. I don't want unhappiness, but unhappiness comes. I don't want death, but death comes. I don't want disease, but disease comes. I don't want to become an old man, but old age comes anyway. What is the reason that these things are coming by force? Who is enforcing these things? I do not know. But these are the real problems. I don't want excessive heat, but there is excessive heat. Why? Who is enforcing these things? Why are they being enforced? I don't want this heat. What have I done? These are real questions, not just studying foliage and writing volumes of books. This is a waste of energy. study yourself. Means he's saying you become selfless. Of course, there is scientific advancement and all these things. That's good. But we should not forget the purpose of life. So, anyway, so anybody has comments on that? What we read?
I had a comment on this verse 19,
Mm.
saying that peaceful equipoise devotees, they purify their dynasties. So actually, the qualities, ultimately, whether we are a pure devotee or not, it would be reflected in us through the qualities. Because you may know so much knowledge, right? But if you are not behaving well with others, then they don't care. Nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. And you reflect these qualities in you, right? Being titikshava karunika. So I wanted to sing this bhajan, which is relevant to this,
Yeah.
by Narshi Mehta, Vaishnava Japa.
Okay.
वैष्णव जन तो तीने कहिए जे पीर पराई जानी रे पर दुखे उपकार करे तोए मन अभिमान नानी रे सकल लोक मां सहुने वंदे निंदा न करे के नीरे वाच काच मन निश्चल राखे धन धन जननी तेनी रे समदृष्टि ने तृष्णा त्यागी पर स्त्री जेने मात रे जीव ठाकी असत्य न बोले पर धन नव झाले हाथ रे मोह माया व्यापी नहीं जेने दृढ़ वैराग्य जेना मन मारे राम नाम सु ताली लागे सकल तीरथ तेना तन मारे वन लोभी ने कपट रहित छे काम क्रोध निवार्या रे भन नरसिंह तेनु दर्शन करता कुल एको तेरा कार्या रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जानी रे. Translation: a true Vaishnav understands pain of all, compassionate to all, and he brings happiness to all, and does not feel pride about it. The Vaishnav, he does not criticize anyone, while humbly worshipping hundreds in the world. The mother is indeed great, who keeps the Vaishnav's tongue and mind under control. It's a little wrong translation there. I think what it means is the mother is blessed. That mother is blessed who gave birth to such a Vaishnav who keeps his tongue and mind under control. The Vaishnav has equal vision to all and is not overly ambitious. He looks at others' women as mother, where no falsehood escapes the tongue. Means he does not tell lies, and hands do not touch another person's gold. The Vaishnav is not affected by the attraction of illusion and attachment. While having the mentality of an ascetic, Vaishnav is attracted to chanting the names of Lord Krishna. The Vaishnav's body itself is where all pilgrimages are found. The Vaishnav has conquered all lust and anger and is devoid of cheating, propensity, and trickery. The poet Narshi Mehta, by seeing the Vaishnav, 71 generations of his family become redeemed. So Prabhupada says a devotee is a perfect gentleman. He has all these qualities. Para dukha dukhi. He is always sad, suffering, seeing the other person suffering. So he understands. He is empathetic. He understands other people's suffering. and in other people's happiness, he sees his happiness, and he does not give pain or anxiety to anybody. Krishna also says that, right? One who does not give anxiety to, what is that verse?
Mano dvijate
Loko lokana visvam.
harsha marsha bhayodvege.
Yeah, that devotee of mine is very dear to me, who does not,
Who
who
does
is not
not put in others
other
into
people
anxiety
in
and who is not put into anxiety by
other
others.
people. Hmm. Yeah. So he does not criticize anybody. He's he's controlled his tongue. He's always chanting the name of Krishna. His mind and tongue are under control. And when we see such a person, we always glorify their parents or their guru, right? Who's the guru of such a devotee? Who's his mother? Who's his father? Such a nice person, right? So automatically the glories go to the parents and to guru. Um, and he has equal vision to all. He does not discriminate. Not overly ambitious means he's not endeavoring for materialistic things. Whatever he gets by Krishna's mercy, he's satisfied with that. And he sees other women as his mother, and others' property and others' wealth as what does Chanakya Pandit say? Like as
Garbage in
dirt,
the street.
garbage. Yeah,
Garbage means, yeah, he doesn't have any desire to usurp somebody else's possessions.
yeah. And he has no attraction to this materialistic illusion and attachment. He does not have material attachments, and he has the mentality of an ascetic, means he's renounced and always chanting Krishna now. That Shantira Vartakalantamam Virakti Manashuni Asha Bandha Samutkanta Nam Gane Sadaruchi. He's always chanting the name of Krishna. That is one quality of a good Vaishnav. And his body is like wherever he travels, it becomes a dham because he's carrying Krishna in his heart, like Prabhupada. He came to America and he carried Vrindavan with him, right? He's a walking place of pilgrimage. And there is no lust, there is no anger in him. He does not want to cheat anybody or apply any trickery or cheating propensity. He's straightforward. He's
Saralta.
simple. Saralta hi Vaishnavta. Yeah, he's simple hearted, straightforward. And even seeing such a person, 71 generations of family are liberated, he's saying.
And all the qualities come when one becomes devotee of Krishna.
Or
Because
we
all,
can say, if we see all these qualities, then he is a devotee of Krishna.
but sometimes others who are not devotees may exhibit more good
But
qualities
but
than
like
than a person who is a devotee also.
yeah, so then this means that person should reflect that I'm not yet a devotee because I have not developed these qualities. Like
Like in the
we may be
26
chanting
Vaishnava qualities, yeah, it is that is mentioned. The most important quality of Vaishnava is
Krishna Ekasharanam, but if somebody is Krishna Ekasharanam, he will have all these qualities.
yes. Or if he is as he is taking Sharanam, then all the good qualities will come about. He may not have taken full shelter yet.
Right. He may be in process. Yeah, he may have some anarthas. Yeah, we should not be saying that, oh, you're not a devotee, you don't have, but devotees also have classifications and their anartha nivriti and so many stages, right? Shraddha, sadhu sangha, bhajan kriya, anartha nivriti, nishtha, ruchi, asakti, bhav, prem stage is the most pure devotee, but we are in the middle stages.
Yeah. So until anartha nivritti happens, then all the good qualities are not completely manifest because fully anartha nivritti has not happened. So
But people are impressed by the qualities first. I mean, they're not impressed by our knowledge and they don't know our devotion, but they see the external qualities and they get transformed by that. right? So Prabhupada, they say that I got attracted by Prabhupada's compassion, how he was caring for us, his genuine love for us.
Yeah, and even though Prabhupada said so many things which are like so strong, still as he was saying, the Krishna consciousness movement expanded because of his genuine desire to please Krishna. So he was saying, maybe he was criticizing, but he was doing, even the devotees took that criticism in a way that it was like, oh, he's my well-wisher.
Yeah,
He's
he was
telling.
non-envious, in a non-envious way, like a father who holds the child, right? When the child is doing something wrong, the child understands that father has love for me. He's guiding me. Yes, he's becoming angry at me, but like that.
Yeah. So that's also there. He says that yeah, he used to get angry with his disciples, and they said this is the best moment of my life, and he chastised me. So okay, so of course one feels very happy to be in the association of such a great exalted person. One feels stress free, anxiety free. One feels very joyful, and one can feel the compassion coming through. So many things. So one then hankers to be in their association. Like when Prabhupada would come, then so many devotees would be hankering to be with Prabhupada and serve him like that, because somehow they were touched, their hearts were touched by Prabhupada's personality. Yeah. Okay, so it's already 9 o'clock. We can stop here. So 7:20, I think that's where we have to start. So evening there is a program. Where is the program today?
Alankar Prabhu's house.
Okay, Lanka. And we have it on our website.
I put everything.
Okay, so those who are in Columbus. Like Tina is there. I don't know if she's on the call, but Tina is there. Janish is there. Janish is just next door to Alankar, so he doesn't have to travel anywhere much.
Thanks. I'll be there.
Yeah, and then who is the Sham Karunam Mataji? She's here, so she will come. Sridhar Priya Prabhu, I don't know if she's hearing. Others
Yes.
are outside Columbus, so you can come in the evening if you want. I know
Great.
it's hectic because you have to go for Sunday feast and then come in. But tomorrow also there is programs.
We should not miss any program. It's a very rare opportunity. Those who are not in the congregation, those who don't have a temple programs going, they understand, how valuable these programs are. So we should not miss anything. Of course, there may be other priorities, but
Yeah, for those who don't have families, it's very easy, right? But for those who have families, it's difficult.
Mhm.
But still, yeah. Because then you have to like do so many household responsibilities and take care of children. You have to make them do homework, and they have extracurricular activities also. Some devotees tell me that they have, my child has this class and swimming class and this, and have to go take them here. So what would you say to them?
If they become devotees, then Krishna will. That is the best quality that you want to have in your child, is so that they become devotees of Krishna. And then Krishna will maintain them, take care of them, protect them throughout their life. What can be better than that?
Yeah.
What is the use of other things like tennis or whatever? karate, music lessons, and yeah, they can learn kirtan. But what is the use of anything else? In their time of distress, nothing will help them other than chanting the holy name. I mean, whatever attraction, attachment they have developed for Krishna, that's the only thing that can help them in their time of distress.
Yeah, I was remembering the conversation Jayadvaita Swami had with this Anand Vrindavan Prabhu, right? And he was saying that if that children are feeling that the parents are not taking care of them nicely, or they are not providing such and such, and he says, yes, if they become devotees, then Krishna will take care of them. They don't have to worry about. So nice.
Typically, son.
Like this very much. This,
3-4 sons being in household life.
maybe we can hear a little bit. It's nice. We heard it before, but this is Maharaj is very straightforward.
And Kali Yuga, everybody cannot stay together. Everybody wants nuclear family in due course of time. So because of that reason, that person has to go on checking himself that he should have at least 2-3 flats of his own, so that when the children will get married.
Go nuclear. You want to be on your own and have your own flat? Be my guest. What does that have to do with me? Have I taken a contract that I have to maintain your lifestyle? Is that my duty? My duty is to give you Krishna consciousness and to provide necessities. Your lifestyle is not a necessity. You want it? Fine. Go work for it.
Maharaj, in Bombay, means in Indian culture, it is the father who takes care of the children's at least housing accommodation.
You take care or not take care. They're not taking care in this Bombay. They're not taking care because they're not making the sons Krishna conscious. They're making little, 2-bit Ravanas, little punky Ravanas who, want to enjoy sense gratification. That's not maintaining, that I send you to college, I provide a flat, I do this, that, therefore I've maintained. No. It's a failure. The children are not Krishna conscious, but I've set them up in sense gratification. That's called failure.
Maharaj, people will say,
But in Bombay it's called success.
Yeah. In people, specifically in Bombay, what they say is, because you don't want to give your responsibility, you don't want to take care of the responsibility of giving a flat or giving accommodation to your children, and you want to take Krishna as a shelter, and you want to avoid your responsibility and running away.
Correct.
This is what they say, and
Good.
because of that you are running away, keeping Krishna into center, and you want to run away, and
Correct.
that's why you speak this way.
We want to run away from all your nonsense and take shelter of Krishna. We're running for Krishna. You can run after money to pay for so many flats.
But then the children, specifically, I've heard Maharaj, and because I've did so much counseling into this, the children used to say that if you are not going to provide us the house, why did you give us the birth? Then what to say that?
Say too late to ask that question. Or stick it back on them. If you're not going to be Krishna conscious, what was the use of giving birth to you? Why did you give me birth if you're not going to give me sense gratification? If you're not going to be a devotee, why did I give you birth? What's the use of you? I didn't give birth to you so that you can just demand sense gratification of every way, shape, and kind. That wasn't my idea. We have some higher purpose. So if you'll kindly conform to that higher purpose, your life will be successful. Otherwise, go out and work and have your Maya at your own cost. Why should I pay for your Maya?
But if the son is a devotee, he is seriously Krishna consciousness, then is it not the responsibility of the father to provide him a house? If the son is a devotee,
If the son is a devotee, he has no problem. Krishna will provide. You may provide, but he'll not be in difficulty. Nitya yukta viyuktanam yogakshema bhamya. It's not that if I don't provide, I may die still.
but Maharaj, father, as a father, is it not the responsibility of that, because the son has shown the sincerity of Krishna consciousness?
That's good. Then you provide as far as possible. But not that, you're like a held hostage, unless I provide you a house and a car and a this and a that and trips to Paris and this, that, then I'm not doing my duty. As far as possible, spiritually, I'll give you everything, and material, I'll give you as far as it's available. I'm not the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I snap my fingers and then lakhs and crores fall from the sky for you. So, don't be a spoiled brat also. You're a generation of young people who think that they're entitled. Because I took birth, I'm entitled to this, I'm entitled to that, I'm entitled to this, I'm entitled to that, and therefore I can just, cry and get everything. You become a nonsense rascal. Get serious. Yeah, we have this in America also,